Hello guys, I'm Vovchik, CIS2 coach who helps people to reach their goal through private coaching community, and today I'm going to show you the biggest mistakes that stop people from reaching passive level 10. And the funny part, people don't even realize they're doing them. And examples are taken on my student from my private coaching community who currently ranked as level 8 on NA servers. And throughout the video we'll be putting together a summary that each of you can take away with you once you watch the whole video. Already from the start I've noticed that he has pretty good mechanics, and I was shocked by the fact that he still plays on level 8 in A. But already at the end of the pistol round I found one of the biggest mistakes that were holding him back, and this mistake is not knowing who and when had an advantage. Okay, so it is B, you're rotating, nice. And now you're going into the short, which is not the best move to pull out, honestly. Flashing mid, and A player not flashing for us. Nice kill. You can go back into the con, just disappear into the con. No. There are 4 things that you should be looking at when you're trying to understand who have an advantage. Body count advantage, guns and utility, positioning, and who time ticks for. Everything that under 3k ELO does not really require. Last 3, I think that's obvious for you. Team with M4s have great advantage against Deagles, but the most useful things here are first and last points, so let's start from the first one. When it's 5 versus 5, CT almost always do have an advantage. But when it's 4 versus 4, 3 versus 3 or any other equality, situation almost always will be better for these. Almost on the every map, cities have 3 positions to take care of: A side, B side and middle. And it's simply impossible to hold everything when there's 4, 3 or 2 of you. Imagine 4 versus 4 on Mirage. We need someone who holds B, someone who holds A, and someone who gets any information about what's happening on the mid. And even if we'll go to A to B, still T-set can simply stack one side and rush 4 versus 2, which theoretically in scenario of trade will lead to the 2 versus 2 while T have bomb planted and time counts for them. And when you know in which position you are, it becomes much easier to play it. If we are CT in advantage, we should just hold, we should not go for the picks and save our advantage. When we are the cities who are in the disadvantage, we should go for any kind of the risk. For example, if our window player instantly dies on mid on the start of the round, we should go for the risk, which means we can try to push ramp with our teammate who will flash the ramp for us, or we can try to ego peek, we can try to hide in some kind of off angle where people might cross, not look at us, and this will give us insane multi-kill or any other move that will bring advantage back to us, or at least will make the situation equal. But when we are the T's who are having the advantage, we should just stuck together towards one side and do default execute with the nades. But if we are the T's in disadvantage, we should go for almost the same. Try to ego peek, try to go into the smokes, hide into the smokes, or any other risky play that can bring you a multi-kill. So as you understood, my student haven't used this concept in the right way, and the only right thing that he could have done here is to go and fight with his teammate from kitchen, since they have no kits and bomb already about to be planted. Explanation. 2 versus 5 scenario for us. They have very big advantage and it's very hard to get rid of it. So it's either we go for insane amount of risk here, either we lose in the round because we don't have kits, and that means that not only we have to get rid of 5 players here, but you want to get in time to defuse the bomb, right? So every second costs way too much, and jumping to the short is like, yeah, and you're failing it. Mistake number 2, playing passive.
Hey Vovchik, I'm not doing impact on Mirage for the city side. What should I do?
What position are you playing for the city side?
B car.
Most of my students are having insanely great aim. Instead of using it in the right way and going for the open frags on city side, they prefer to play closed positions very often. So okay, you're an anchor, if I understood right. Look, the thing is, you don't really want to anchor anywhere or any map if you really want to be in control of your ELO. So you want to be in control of what's happening on the map, and because of that, playing anchor is not the best role that gives that much of an impact. The problem is that you can make an impact, of course. If like they will rush and you will kill 3, it will be insane impact. The problem is they're not gonna be rushing every round, right? And maybe you think, oh, I'm always dying on mid. But looking at your mechanics, honestly, I would say that they're very good for this level. So don't think about mechanics. That's not the issue that stops you from playing mid. Maybe you might say, oh, I'm getting fucked. I'm still getting fucked there. Okay, then this is probably not because of your aim, but because of your actions. They're probably wrong, decision making, anything like that. And it feels like it's harder to learn how to play here, but actually it's easier. Explanation. Here, right, not every round they'll be pushing you and not every round you'll be dying. And especially you're not gonna be dying almost every round at the start of the round, right? But here, if you do mistake, you will die early, and because of that, it will impact more on your head, and you will think like, oh fuck, I died, I'm very bad here. Yeah, you'll be dying instantly at the start of the round, and it will leave much more of emotions in your head, and because of that, it feels like it's harder. But no, it is actually much easier to learn how to play there if you have good mechanics. Your mechanics are way too good to play anchor, bro. And the next trouble people having problem with is they don't understand when they have to make the move, and they don't understand when their enemy will make the move. And now you look there into con while you have your teammate and you're not checking out for lurker. Nice, thank God that he haven't punished you. I explain to you one thing. For my students to understand it better, I teach them mass and less rule. And this rule says that during site executes, your team must visually divide into 2 groups. The majority, which we call MS, and the minority, less. For the example, on Mirage A side, you have 4 players on ramp as MS and 1 player Palace, and he'll be playing as less, or the lurkers. You can call it whatever you like. And the rule says that the majority initiates the fight in 90% of the situations. And only after the majority makes contact or secures the kill, does the less react by pushing or throwing follow-up utility. But there are an exception to that. If lurker has 70+% chance to secure an opening kill, he takes the initiative and act first. Let's take same Mirage example. Imagine we have mess on the mid and we have lurker in palace. Now, your teammates are running up mid and they about to pick con, but lurker clearly hears that a player is jumping on ticket, but the main point that he knows that only 1 player is inside and he clearly knows where he is, while the lurker weren't making sound at all. And since we have information about our enemy and we can simply come out and pre-fire him, we must take this chance to kill him and try to play first as a lurker. And this will either give us a lot of information about what's happening on site, or it will give us open frag and also an anchor who will team rush up to and will try to finish the round on this side. I have a reward for you, don't skip the video yet. In the description to this video you can find a link on the Google Drive to download a PDF file which contains not only a summary to this video, but you'll find even more concepts from my private school community, and also you'll find a code word there, and if you will send me them on TikTok, we will have 1 free private session with you. Also check out the second link in the description. It's the link to my private community where many people are reaching any possible possible goal they might have in game, whether it upgrade the mechanics through the sword school or simply upgrade their theory with all the core concepts, nades, solo plays, whatever you want to find and have here to dominate on any level face it possible. So join the Prime Core and become top 1% of the players today.